The problem is that when you give your brand to somebody else, a lot of times they don't really give a crap about the integrity. They don't care about what you stand behind. They're gonna do what they want with the ingredients and all of that. All right, hello there, informed beauties. I know it's been a while, right? It's been a while. Anyways, so I'm here because I posted a couple of days ago how I was gonna talk about the whole HoneyPot formulation change and them no longer being Black owned. You guys know that I've rocked with the HoneyPot for a very long time. They were one of the first Black owned feminine care brands that really changed the game, you know, with the herbal infused pads and with the feminine wash, which those were my two favorite. The pads and the feminine wash were my two favorite, and they worked. They were natural. They worked. They were very solid products, and they gave a lot of the other brands a run. You know, they shook up the table. They shook up the table. So know that I'm a big advocate for natural, healthier menstrual options. There's a lot of things in these products that are not good for our wombs, and I'm all for having different alternatives that are healthier, that won't cause fibroids, unbalanced pHs, and you know a whole bunch of other stuff. So the HoneyPot has really changed the game in that form, and I have so many videos talking about the feminine wash, the tampons, the pads, everything. I have a lot of videos, and those videos get a lot of views and a lot of comments from you guys on there as well. So it's only right for a company that I've been using forever. Once something changes, it's important for me to come and also talk about it. So here we are. All right, so about last week is when I started to see these posts going around about the HoneyPot no longer being Black owned and that they were no longer natural. When I first saw it, well, my sister actually told me about it. She told me about it. I was like, there's no way. Okay, my sister texted me and she's like, so I want to try the HoneyPot, but they're no longer like natural. And I was like, yeah, right. Don't believe the hype. Like, why would they ever change a formula? Why would they ever do anything to compromise their brand? Like, they're solid, they're popular. Every time you go into the stores, they're sold completely out. Like, why would they ever shoot themselves in the foot by changing their formulation to not being natural? Then that's when I saw all the things on social media pop up. So then I was like, okay, something obviously is going on here. So the first thing that I came across was a picture of the old formulation and the new formulation. I'll put it up here. I personally don't have the bottle. My last bottle I used threw it away, and I haven't gotten another one yet. And I don't know if I'm going to be getting another one yet. We are on standby with that. So the picture that I saw is that somebody posted two products together and they stated the ingredients. Now, the ingredient list on the new bottle is a lot longer, and they said that because, you know, when you sell your brand to another person or another brand or however it goes, they usually will end up changing the ingredients. We saw this happen, I believe, with Shea Moisture, and Shea Moisture also sold and switched hands, and they're like no longer Black owned. They're owned by like Lever or something like that. So we're kind of in the same ball game here. So there were a few ingredients that stood out to me on the new bottle, and that was propylene, glycol, and sodium chloride. Okay, there's some other things in here that, you know, I'll have to dig into, but those two were the first two ingredients that stood out to me that kind of were like, dig into this. And we're going to talk about those two ingredients just based off of those being something that alerted me. And on this channel, you guys know I like to jump into ingredients and be very aware of what ingredients are. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop in Google. And I suggest that you guys always do this when it comes to figuring out, you know, your ingredients. Don't be afraid to pop into Google and check it. So let's go ahead and let's look at propylene glycol as an ingredient. So pretty much, if you just want to be general, go to Google and type in, is propylene glycol natural? And what comes up is that Propylene glycol itself is not referred as natural because it undergoes a transformation from one chemical to another. Okay, I do see that so propylene glycol is also synthetic. It's not a natural ingredient, it's a synthetic ingredient. Now, I know of this because back in the day when I bought a product that had propylene glycol in it, I didn't like it. And when I researched propylene glycol, I was like, okay, that's not natural. I'm not gonna have it in my my care. Propylene glycol is a colorless, odorless liquid that may be derived from either petroleum, natural gas, or vegetable sources. Okay. My only thing is that I feel when you look up something and there's a lot of like not natural around it, it's not natural because it's been altered, that's where you lose me, because I feel like it shouldn't be that complicated. Just like their previous ingredients before, you can turn it over, you can look at it and see everything there and understand everything. That's how a natural product should go. Now, of course, there are some preservatives and things like that people put in there, and there may be some scientific like ingredients wording that they have to use. Sometimes like shea butter is called something else, but it's just shea butter. So there's certain things like that. And I believe that propylene glycol, if I'm not wrong, is used as a preservative. Yeah. So it is used as a preservative inside of products and in food. So propylene glycol, yeah, it doesn't sit right with me, okay? Sodium chloride was another one. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at sodium chloride. I think that's just salt. Sodium chloride is salt. It's salt. It's salt. Now that I think about it, sodium chloride is a salt. So we're not going to even really go into sodium chloride. So we'll just talk about the propylene glycol. So yeah, so those are some things that kind of just stood out to me about the ingredients change. There's other ingredients on there, but I'm not going to really go into all that. I'm really wanting to hear what they have to say. So they posted a couple of days ago, the HoneyPot, something saying that they were going to come out with a statement about their product no longer being black owned and that if it's still natural. So they were going to come out with a statement. And that was one of the things that really kind of like made me believe it, because they didn't come out with a statement right away and go, hey, these are false things, like our ingredients are the same, we're still black owned. They didn't do any of that. They let the whole thing go on, and I've seen them reply to people like in comments, but besides that, they haven't said anything until a few days ago. Then it's like, okay, we're going to address what is going on. Personally, how I feel about this is I feel like what I don't understand is you have a brand that is solid. You have a brand that is always sold off of the shelves. Like you go in, you try to find it, you try to get it, and it's gone. Why is there a need to sell? Why is there a need to alter your ingredients? Why mess up when you have a good thing? And I think that's the problem, is that once you start switching hands, once you start doing things differently, you lose the people who supported you. And I don't really know all the business behind black owned businesses and why they sell to bigger corporations. Like, what is there, like something that you guys are getting more out of it? I have to do a little bit more research, and I honestly wish that somebody that is of bigger brands will come out and say and do more of a video on it, and maybe I can find the research on my own. But I've never really understood like, as a black owned business, there's not a lot. Like, I feel like as black owned businesses, we get our foot in the door. The people are behind us, and then they end up selling, or they end up changing their ingredients. And I feel like what's the point? Unless there's more money involved, because money changes a lot of things. But at the same time, it's like, why? Why would you do that? And now you have a lot of people that are saying like, oh, they don't want to buy the HoneyPot anymore. They don't trust the brand. They don't know what's going on. And the problem is that when you give your brand to somebody else, a lot of times they don't really give a crap about the integrity. They don't care about what you stand behind. They're going to do what they want with the ingredients. and all of that. And so I think the frustration around it, I fully understand, because I believe when Shea Moisture did the same thing, I was like what is going on? Why can't we just stay black owned? Why can't we just, you know, what's up with that? But I'm waiting on this official statement. Actually, let me check and see if they put anything up, because I've been trying to keep an eye on things, but let me see if they put anything up, y'all. But I'm disappointed. You know, I feel like if something is good, and why change it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't see anything. They haven't put anything up. They did turn the comments off of their like Instagrams and stuff, because people were being rude, which I don't think people should be rude, but I do feel that people are upset, and I understand it, because we don't have good products. Like, we don't have good, like, feminine stuff, like, and you give it to somebody who's going to do what they want with it, you know. So I'm just waiting to see like what they say. I'm quite curious to see what their response is going to be, and then I'll come on and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Does it not bother you that they sold? Does it not bother you that they're no longer black, they're no longer natural? When you heard about the news, like, did it make you feel some type of way? It just made me go like, okay, here we go. The only way that I would possibly go into this, if I don't even know, like, I have a feeling that like they sold to somebody, a bigger corporation. That's crazy, yo. It's crazy. I'm wondering if there's like a cap on what they can do because they're not in the bigger brands. That's probably what it is. They probably get capped off somewhere because they're moving and they're really big, but yet they want, these bigger brands want control over a lot of stuff. And so maybe that's the reason why. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot to dissect. It's a lot to talk about, but it's kind of just like not even a thing. So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to pop in really quickly and talk about that. A little of an update on your girl. We're good. I just don't have, I feel like I've talked about everything on my channel. I haven't really tried any new products lately or anything. I really have been putting a lot of time into Body Care by Eunice. My store has grown drastically. I will leave all links down below. If you guys want to like really catch me, Instagram is where I'm at. But I do want to get in the flow of really putting up more videos. I'm just trying to go with the flow of what really resonates with me. Like, I don't want to throw up anything and just throw it up. No, I want to come to you guys with some content, with some things that are very valuable that you guys can take from. So definitely I will leave links down below for my shop for you guys to go and check out. But yeah, with that being said, you guys, I will see you guys in another video, and it's great to talk to you guys again. Great to see you guys again. I missed y'all, and I will be back with more content when, you know, things kind of more resonate with me in certain areas. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in another video.